gosh. Hey guys. Oh, okay. Let's try that again. Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Jessie, and this here is Skoki, my 9-week-old long-haired Dutch Shepherd puppy who I'm training to be a search and rescue canine. Now, I've only had this guy for about 2 weeks so far, but man, what an incredible 2 weeks it has been. I feel like we have accomplished and done so much together already. If you haven't seen my last video, go check that out on the first day I brought this crazy guy home before you continue on with this video, where I'll explain what 5 days of Paw-ternity has brought me. Alright, you go have fun. You go play with your toys. Okay, so day 2 of Paw-ternity starts off at 12:54 a.m. when this crazy boy finally decided to fall asleep after nearly 14 hours of being awake since we had left the breeder and made it back home to the mountains. It was a big change for Skoki to go from a rural farm with all of his litter mates, his parents, and some older siblings, and he even had a little human family at home with him, to now my current living situation, which is in staff housing that can have up to 11 other staff members in this one house, and out in the mountains where we've got cougars, moose, bears, lynx, elk. We got every sort of wildlife out here, which he has not even smelt before. So it was quite an adjustment for him to go from. So I totally understand why it took him so long to fall asleep. Now, it definitely was quite an adjustment period for Skoki, but 2 weeks on, I can say that he's not the least bit fazed now by people constantly walking and talking past our room or coming and going out of the staff house. You know, it really surprises me how quickly puppies and dogs in general can adapt to changing life circumstances. After just a couple hours of sleep, this boy was ready to get some energy out. As soon as I take Skoki out of the kennel, I immediately just carry him straight outside. Chances are, after a good long sleep, puppies will need to relieve themselves because they're not used to holding their bladders for long periods of time just yet. So to save time and energy from cleaning it up off the floor, I just scoop him right up and carry him out the door. We ran around in the snow and I let him chase me for a bit to build some engagement. And honestly, how adorable is his running though? If you look closely, it almost seems like he's hopping off all 4 paws at once, like a little bunny rabbit. Now, he surprised me by already being able to do the stairs at just 8 weeks old. And now that he's a little over 9 weeks old, he's just starting to go down the stairs. So soon enough, this boy will be zooming up and down and all around the house in no time. After we burnt off a little physical energy, it was time for my first training session to begin with Skoki. On this day, I'm just working on building food drive, getting Skoki to play and chase his kibble and occasionally eat out of my hand. It makes formal training so much easier if I can use his kibble and meal times as training sessions, and this will even help to curb any annoying picking eating habits in the future, as dogs will see it as a game, because you can essentially bring out prey drive by getting them to play with their food. A lot of people think that dogs are picky eaters because of what they're being fed, but they don't think about that dogs can also be picky with how they're being fed. You know, an easy way to solve picky eating is to make it a game. You know, make food interesting to them. Don't just feed it out of a boring food bowl every day. You know, make them work for it. It's like our money. We would have less appreciation for our money if it was just handed to us, as opposed to if we had to constantly work for it day in and day out. Same thing kind of with our dogs. So we all gotta start training our dogs somewhere. Before I can lure Skoki into doing even basic behaviors like a sit or a down, I have to show him that my hand has a reward for him. Of course, these will be faded over time in the future, but just to start off, to get him engaged with me, I like to use his kibble because, I mean, he eats it every day, so why not capitalize on the opportunity? Now, a lot of dog owners don't realize that eating is not an instinctual behavior. It is actually a learned behavior. And we have to teach these behaviors to our dog if we want them to perform them reliably and consistently into the future. Now that Skoki's physical and mental energy have been lowered, it was time for him to take a quick 2-hour nap. I often play some calming handpan or spa music to help drown out any background noises, especially for the first couple of days that a puppy is settling into its new environment. But as the days go on, I will slowly fade the calming music and allow the background noises to take more precedence. Just people walking around, maybe music being played, or kids screaming in the yard. And this strategy will essentially help to prevent them becoming sound sensitive and waking up and startling anytime there's a sudden noise that might spook them. If they can learn to sleep through something, then chances are they're pretty desensitized to it. Now, before long, it was time for another potty break for Skoki. You can see I'm not using a leash just yet, as I don't want to overload his system with all of this novel stimuli at once. Without the leash, Skoki is free to explore as he pleases, although he is still quite timid of his new environment and sticks to me like my shadow. While everything is still so strange and unfamiliar in his new environment, I feel like the leash would just cause a lot of unnecessary conflict. So once he begins to show a bit more confidence and curiosity and increases the distance between myself and him, only then will I start to use the slip leash to train him on our walks. After a little walk, we go into the main lodge to warm up and help take down some Christmas decorations. But don't come at me, guys. I promise, I was supervising him the whole time. Look, he's still alive with me today, even after playing around with some innocent Christmas decorations. Being curious about novel objects fuels confidence, and this will pay off in dividends in the future, as I want him to be willing to explore new environments independently. Now, once he did start to get a bit aggressive with the Christmas tree, I think it was time for Skoki to take another nap in the kennel. While he slept like a baby, I was able to get some editing done before, well, surprise, I take him out for yet another potty break. I think you're starting to see a pattern here. Hi, baby! Oh! You want to be part of the video, huh? I think someone's finally getting tired. Oh, look at these little ears. Look at how floppy your little ears are. Oh my gosh. Oh. You're gonna stay with me for the rest of the video, huh? Okay, you can chill here. Keyword, chill. So as you guys can see, a lot of the day is just repeating, going inside, outside the house, doing a lot of potty training. Meanwhile, I try and get caught up on sleep and work in the short stretches of time that he is napping during the day. You know, you gotta be pretty strategic when raising a puppy, but honestly, all of these sweet little moments and getting to watch them grow up make it all so worth it. Alright, so day 3 of Paw-ternity starts off by introducing Skoki to the main lodge on this property for the first time. He was a bit wary for a few minutes at first, especially with all the funny sounds that echo throughout the building, such as the furnace and the water flowing throughout the pipes and all the kitchen appliances being used. Not to mention all of the invisible smells to us humans that he must be able to pick up on, such as people that are currently staying in the building, footprints from all the hiking trails that people have done, food being prepared, random objects that had ended up in the trash bin, among a myriad of possible other things. But he quickly opened up and started focusing on his toys instead of all the other distractions. I also brought his kibble with me from the staff house, and to my surprise, He even ate a bit of his food in such a new and strange environment. Honestly, there's some dogs I've seen that won't even eat the tastiest bits of meat and cheese when they're under the least amount of stress, much less some boring kibble that they've been eating for the last couple of weeks of their life. So I must say I was quite impressed with Skoki's food drive already. This made me so happy to see how quickly he was acclimating to his new lifestyle. Once he showed signs of being full from his kibble, we snuggled on the couch for 15 minutes before he peacefully fell asleep in my arms. I find that one of the hardest things to teach a dog is how to settle in various environments, especially when they are just having an exciting time playing with so many toys and having a great time playing around with their kibble as well. However, it is important that dogs learn to have an off switch and know when play is over. Otherwise, they become an adrenaline junkie and always stay on the lookout for something to chew or destroy in our homes. Let me tell you from experience, it is so much easier to prevent destructive behavior as opposed to having to react and correct for it. So do yourself a favor if you're getting a puppy anytime soon and teach them how to settle in a new environment and to have an off switch. Oh, hi, baby. Can you jump up? He's getting so close to jumping on the couch. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, something sleepy. My sleepy boy. Okay, yeah. Let's cuddle. Let's cuddles. Now, speaking from experience, I can tell you it is so much easier to prevent destructive behaviors as opposed to training a dog out of them. So if you are getting a puppy anytime soon, then do yourself a favor and teach them how to settle, inside random pet-friendly stores or even at schools when there's lots of energetic, crazy kids running around. Yeah, try and incorporate it into every environment you can that you plan to bring your dog into, and I promise you, it'll pay off in the end. It'll be so worth it. Now, later on in the day, my coworker Dave offered to take us out for a little photo shoot in the snow. 100%. Hi! Skoki just loved the shutter sound from Dave's camera. It was so adorable to watch his little head tilts. And oh, don't even get me started on a service dog in training vest. I intentionally got a size that was too big because I do not plan on taking him to non-pet friendly places for at least 3 to 4 weeks until he is fully potty trained and has matured a little bit more. But it was so cute to try it on him anyways. I cannot wait to see him grow into it more. Now, Dave sent me some of the photos back a couple of days ago, and I cannot wait to share them to Skoki's Instagram. If you want to give him a follow, it is at Skoki Adventures, and you will see them posted shortly there. Alright, so now I think we are on day 4 of Paw-ternity. This is the day when I introduce the leash to Skoki. By this point in time, his body language is much more loose and open, and he's even leading the walk in front of me. Judging by his willingness to explore, I felt that he was ready to start learning a little bit of restraint with the slip leash. I'm just allowing him to get used to the feeling of a strange object loosely tied around his neck, and I'm even allowing him to nibble at it if he so desires. So I allowed him to lead the walk and try to keep the leash as loose as possible to avoid any unnecessary corrections. Once he starts to bolt towards unfamiliar people or dogs, maybe pick up something from the ground that he shouldn't, I will then start to incorporate a verbal correction, the followed by a small, gentle tug on the leash. So, since the weather was a bit colder on this day, especially compared to the last couple of days with him, we stayed inside for the majority of the day and played with his hundreds of toys that he has. He is one spoiled boy, let me tell you. Well, to keep things interesting for Skoki, I decided to give him a shower on this day. I figured I had to wash my hair anyways, and what better day to wash a puppy than when you have to do an everything shower for yourself. So enjoy these next few clips. I tried to show as much of the acclimatization process as possible, but I did not think to bring a bathing suit, so I had to keep it PG, of course. So I recorded as much of what I could, and I hope it makes a little bit of sense to you if you are also raising and training a puppy yourself. Alright guys, I gotta wash my hair tonight, so I figured this might be a good time to see how this guy does with some water. Hey! So, with me I brought his favorite toys right now, which are actually cat toys and a squeaky ball. So let's see if we can even just get him into the shower before there's even any running water. Good boy! Go kitty! See if I get in there with, oh, he did it himself! Good job! Yeah, oh, he's exploring the drain. Good boy! No, he's not afraid of the tile surface at all, which is good. So Skoki's having a great time just in the shower without the water even running yet. Aren't you, buddy, huh? Yeah. Hi, handsome. Oh, look at him go. He's getting so confident even just getting in and out of the shower here. Are you being a good boy? Alright, he has a new favorite toy now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna start off by holding him and just show him visually what this noise is and see if he is still inclined to get this drain plug. You're a bit unsure, eh? I don't think he's gonna do it, no. Well, maybe he'll surprise me. Eh? You're thinking about it. You gonna go for it? We're just gonna let him work through it. Good boys! Oh, you did it, buddy! You're in the shower! Very nice your shirt. Oh, good boy! Yeah! Oh my goodness. Oh, that's the cutest thing ever. Let's see if we can get him to go again, eh? You're not a big fan of the water, huh? Oh, maybe one time's enough, huh? It's okay. You're just good boy, boy. Good for our first time. Alright, I can't believe this actually worked. I was tapping my feet in the water, and he came in, and he was just nibbling at the stream. Ah, kitty, Papa. Yeah. I know, it's all new to you. If I block the stream with my back, he seems to be okay with the water. Yeah. Let's see if I can get a little waterfall going for him on my hand. Nice. Yeah, he likes that. Good boy. Good job. Oh. Okay, see you later. You need to come back. Come on. Good boys. Skoki at it. Oh my goodness, you did it. Good boy. We'll see how much of a water dog he becomes after this. A little update on the shower situation. So I held Skoki against my chest and just let the water gently fall on him, and he basically fell asleep in my arms. And so I took him out, I towel dried him off with that towel, and put him on a dry bath mat. I made a donut with a dry towel, and he's just completely out of it. I think that was a success, eh, buddy? Yeah, I know you're a bit cold, but I don't think I'll stress you out with the hairdryer today. Maybe we'll try it another day, alright? Okay, sweet dreams, Bubba. Alright, now we are on to day 5, my final day of Paw-ternity. And this is when we decided to take a little trip into Canmore. Now, this was a very eventful day for this little boy, so I think I'll save it for its own entire video. Stay tuned to see how little Skoki did outside of a dog park, inside of a pet store, and at the vet clinic. Bye-bye! Good boys. We did